What's up, guys? Back home. I have the house to myself for a good few hours, so I will be recording some reviews, but that's not what this video is for. This video is my top 10 albums of the year so far. June, if some of you don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know this, but June is the sixth month of the year, so the year's half over. So these are my top 10 albums for the first half of 2013. Now, mind you, I'm not going to be describing why these are my top 10 albums that much. I will describe a little bit, but that will be reserved for my top 20 or top 25 at the end of the year when all is said and done for 2013. So, here we go with that. Without further ado, here's my top 10 albums of the year so far for 2013. So, album number 10 is one that sort of surprised me. I didn't really like this band's earlier material compared to this album. This album brought a much more mature sound to the band. At least to me, it seems that way. This is Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. Had some really great songs on it. Shadow Moses, Go to Hell for Heaven's Sakes, stuff like that. But this album really did surprise me. It was really an amazing Bring Me the Horizon album compared to their past works such as Count Your Blessings or Suicide Season. Not saying I didn't like them, but this is far better compared to those two albums. Now, number 9, I hadn't heard of this band before this year. Sort of I guess you could say ambient black metal band. Not, I've never, like I said, never heard of them before this year. This is Dustwalker by Fen. I really don't have much to say on this album, but other than that, the atmospheric, I guess you say can't speak today. Atmosphericness, I guess. The ambience is just, I don't know. It does something to me. I'm just gonna say I love it and leave it right there. Number 8, another band I hadn't heard of until this year. Also falling under the atmospheric black metal genre, Vertical by Cult of Luna. Now, this album, I had to give another listen before I decided it was going on this list. My original list had Dustwalker and Sempiternal bumped up from one from where they are now, with the Zion EP by Crossfaith in the number 10 spot. But then I played through Vertical again. I realized how much I loved it, and I put it here. But obviously there are 7 other albums that I think are personally better. Number 7. I heard of this band a few years ago, back when their album The Beginning of Times came out. This is their newest album, Circle. It's by Amorphis. Now, Amorphis is a Finnish metal band, doom metal, melodic death, I guess you could say. Circle really brings that doom vibe. A song I recommend from this is A New Day. It's one of their more slower paced songs on the album, but it's still a really good song. It's the final track. Number 6 is an album that I bought on a whim, a blind buy, I guess you could say. Was on sale at Best Buy for like $7.99 over here. It's a double album, which is really neat. The Living Infinite by Soilwork. This album blew me away from, mind me, I don't speak Swedish. I don't know any of these people's names, or how to pronounce them, rather. I believe it was Bjorn is the vocalist. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Like I said, I don't speak Swedish, but his vocals blew me away. The drumming blew me away, and guitar solos just blew me away. I had never heard something this amazing before on a blind buy. So, number 6, The Living Infinite by Soilwork. Now, number 5, I just reviewed this album recently, actually. And, yeah, there's not really much to say about it. Infestissumam by Ghost. Now, originally this was at number 3 on my original rough draft list, but I moved it down just because I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. This list was very hard for me to make. I couldn't decide where to put what, except for the album that's at the top spot right now. Actually, no, I take that back. I had conflicting choices with that one as well. This list was really hard to make, but because it's only halfway through the year, I had to make it only 10. Just thought I just needed to get that out of the way. But but Infestissumam had some really great moments. I love the entire album, and of course I own the deluxe edition, which comes with the bonus tracks La Mantra Marie and the cover of ABBA's I'm a Marionette. But I don't even listen to those that much. The main album was almost flawless in my opinion. It had those couple weak tracks, Idolatrine and Gigolo Harmageddo, but they're still catchy, especially Idolatrine in my mind. So, yeah. Number 4 was, I guess you could say, sort of a revival for this band. Their previous album, Relentless Reckless Forever, while I did like it, it wasn't as great as albums such as Follow the Reaper, Hate Crew Death Roll, Something Wild, Hate Breeder. This is Halo of Blood by Children of Bodom. Now, Children of Bodom have really brought themselves back to where they originally were, especially Alexi Laiho, and if I mispronounce that name, I'm sorry, I don't speak Finnish either. Halo of Blood really brought Children of Bodom back to where they originally were, in my opinion. It has some very melodic guitar riffs, and it even features a little bit of black metal, or black metal influence rather, which is really, really awesome in my opinion. So number 4, Halo of Blood by Children of Bodom. Now number 3 was, I guess you could say, it's sort of a blind buy. So, when did I listen to this band? I listened to this band when the lead single off this album came out. It was called Prancer, and the technicality and the constantly changing time signatures just blew me away. This band really knows how to bring it. It's One of Us is the Killer by the Dillinger Escape Plan. Now, I had heard of the Dillinger Escape Plan before. I had meant to look them up in the past before this album was even announced, and I never did because I'm an idiot and I get behind stuff. But One of Us is the Killer, I finally went out, bought it, and I love it. The technicalities, the guitar rhythms, the drums, it's all gonna come straight to you. Like, it's one of those in-your-face albums. It's just pure heavy shit. I'm just gonna say that. Now, number 2 is gonna seem like a drastic change, and I'm sorry for moving the camera. It's gonna seem like a drastic change compared to everything that I've already said. Dillinger Escape Plan, Children of Bodom, Soilwork, Amorphous, Cult of Luna, Fen, Bring Me the Horizon, and Ghost. This album, I've always been a huge fan of this band since my friend Greg introduced me to them back in 2010 when their album Screamworks, Love and Theory and Practice came out. And I've been in love with this band ever since, which is kind of ironic. I own every album these guys have put out, including this one. This is Tears on Tape by him. Now, I bet you all are thinking, well, you love this band, you're just gonna automatically put that at the top of your list. You've been a fan of them since blah blah blah. Well, not necessarily. There are some songs on every Him album that I don't care for as much as the others. Not to say that I don't like them. For example, Razorblade Romance I didn't get into as much as I did Venus Doom or Dark Light. But anyway, Tears on Tape is phenomenal. It features 4 instrumental tracks, I believe. Yes, 4. Which is different because Him had never done that before. It has the intro, Unleash the Red, the interludes, Trapped in Autumn and Lucifer's Corral, and then the outro, Kiss the Void, which I thought really brought a little bit more ambience to the album when they came in. But this does feature some more of their original style, like off of Greatest Love Songs, Volume 666, Razorblade Romance, maybe a little bit of Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights, but nothing past that, which I thought was really neat. They went back to an original style that they were really good at. Now, number 1 may not seem like a surprise to a lot of you. I know it's probably going to be topping a lot of lists. I know one that is topped outside of my own, more than likely. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Altered State by Tesseract. If you're surprised, you really shouldn't be. This band... Well, first off, this album features a new vocalist, Ash O'Hara. This band really brought themselves to another level on this album. If you go back to 2011 and listen to One, their debut with Dan Tompkins on vocals, and then you come and listen to 2013's Altered State with Ash O'Hara on vocals, you will see that that I don't want to say technicality. I've been saying that a lot. I'm sorry. You will see that they've stepped up a lot from where they were when One came out. Now, the thing that got me on this album that I absolutely loved, the saxophone. I cannot hate the saxophone. I play saxophone myself, but that saxophone on there on was Of Reality Calabiao and Of Energy Embers. That saxophone completely blew me away. It's different. It's unique. It's one of the reasons I love this album. I don't want to say the reason, but this album was just completely perfect. I plan on reviewing it later, obviously. I have a lot of albums to review. So that's my top 10 of the year. Now, in case you are not on the Facebook page yet, these are the reviews that I will be doing within the rest of the month, hopefully. Altered State by Tesseract, obviously. Halo of Blood by Children of Bodom. The Zion EP by Crossfaith. Ungrateful by Escape the Fate. One of Us is the Killer by the Dillinger Escape Plan. Deceiver of the Gods by Monomarth when my copy comes in and I give it a few listens. The Living Infinite by Soilwork. Device's self-titled album. Circle by Amorphous. Tears on Tape by Him. Notes from the Underground by Hollywood Undead. Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. Both parts of House and Golden Bones by Stone Sour. So the 2012 release and this release. Part 2 that came out this year. Paramore's self-titled album. And Skillet's new album Rise when that comes out tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. There will be some reviews up today. I won't tell you which ones because I don't even know. I'll see you guys later.